Good morning. I know my videos have been going up. I've been putting them up, but there's a small little thing I have to explain, which I haven't yet. All right, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna tell my husband I'm leaving. Okay, I'm going to get water, okay? All right, so let's get into it. A couple of things. First, let me roll up of the windows because I have been putting up videos as it may be noticeable. I'm not sure how noticeable it is or not. But I have been putting up videos, let me just adjust you a little bit, that were a little older. I think I've told you this before, but I generally do videos whenever I go out. And I don't go out a lot. So when I do go out and I'm thinking something, I just throw on, you know, this little gadget and it just starts recording. And depending on what happened or what I've read or what I've listened to or what I've researched, that's kind of the discussion we have. Me doing the discussion and you hopefully enjoying it. But as of late, since July, I have not been able to get into my channel. So I went into my channel because something happened. We had a power outage or something like that. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to get water. So it's going to have to be real quick. I'm going to have to try to be concise, which is not my strong suit. But we have problems with water and we do not have potable water. I have to go get potable water. So anyway, that's what I'm doing and you're coming along. And it's just down the road from me, so it's not going to be very long. Okay, squirrel averted, or not averted, but out of the way. And so something happened where I normally am just signed in to my channel and I don't have to do any rigorous work or any brain power to remember my this, that, and the other thing. But on this occasion, I had to sign in and do this whole rigmarole, so I did. And to my dismay, everything looked the same, like my channel. It looked exactly like my channel, except there was 0 videos. It was, oh, let's get started. I'm sorry, let's get started. What? What do you mean, let's get started? I'm like 100 and some odd videos in. How am I just getting started? So after having a freak attack and pouting and getting upset, I tried this several times. Several times I went back to this weird channel that was supposedly mine, but everything was missing. So I had all these videos that I still hadn't uploaded since June and May, because sometimes they're just not, I just don't feel like putting those up. And because mine are not dated in terms of like when I'm talking to you, it's got nothing to do with the date or an event generally, not usually anyway. And look, we're here. That's how quick my water little stop is. This is an amazing water stop. Anyway, so to make a long story short, I was just unable to get into my account. So I thought for sure, I'm done for. Like, I'm not doing this again. It took me so much effort just to get this YouTube set up that I was like, no effing way. I ain't doing this again. I'm just not doing it. Forget it, right? Like, I'm just not doing it. So fast forward to last week. I think it was last week. I want to say it was last week. I'm not exactly sure if it was last week, but something like that. Last week or the week before. Let's just say it was the week before. Because I still hadn't, I hadn't really looked at all of and processed the videos. And I tried again and I tried again. And lo and behold, I got back into my channel. I was like, what? Like, what? So I have been putting up like things where like the grass is just growing. And sorry, I'm gonna take you with me. I gotta take you with me so you can see what I have to do. Look how beautiful this place is. Come on, that's the water hole. Come on, like, oh my God. The Lord is great. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So I got in and I was just like, hurrah, I'm sorry. I'm wearing my clothes that I have to work in. And so then I got in, let's say last week, and I started posting again. So that is the reason why my videos seem so not in line, right? Because like if you're seeing that there's like, I'm still wearing jackets, and sometimes I'm wearing a dress. Like the dress I was wearing, that was in June, but the jackets, that was in May, and there's like nothing, the trees are bare. Anyway, so I wanted to explain what happened. I really thought I was done for. Like I couldn't get into that account, and now I've like literally screenshotted everything. So just in case there's some sort of, I don't know, way of getting in. So I have the exact dummy proofed way. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. And yesterday I was just thinking about elimination yesterday, because I had a situation yesterday. Hang on. And the situation was, we are doing some construction, right? Like when you live here, you're always doing construction or piling wood. And someone noticed on my property that there was a wasp nest on my property. Can't have that. Not because I don't like wasps. I actually like wasps. I like bees, but I'm allergic. And so historically, I've never ever cared. I've even let them build on my property. But this thing was like, okay, I'm gonna say this big. We hadn't had time. We neglected it, and it was already getting this big. And if you know anything about wasps, around this time, August, we're at the end of August now, so now we're in real time, they get really feisty around this time. Around end of August, beginning of September, they just want to bite everyone for no reason. So my husband's been worried about it, and so I'm like, honey, I'm trying to sort of, hopefully, like maybe it could frost over and they could die naturally and we don't have to do anything to it, but it's right in the area where we walk. And when they get agitated, anyone that walks by, even if they're not touching them, they'll bite you. And that is a fact, because that's how I've been bitten multiple times, and that's how we got to the fact that I'm allergic, because they bit me so many times in this time frame. It's exactly this time frame. It was like 1 year to the next, and each time it just got worse. So if you've ever been bitten by a wasp and you have an infection starting, or like it doesn't go away and you need antibiotics, the next time you get bitten, I don't know if this is for everyone, but watch out, because you might have an allergic reaction. And I know that this, I think, happened to my mom as well, because she's allergic to now. She's allergic to them as well. I mean, I'm talking really fast. Okay, let me just get this. Let me show you what I'm doing, and then I'll get back to this in just a second. Okay? All right. people depend on this water hole. This is a privately owned property, and the whole community takes care of this property for this person, because this person allows people to come and get their water. Look how fast this goes. Like, boom, boom, boom. Hang on. God. It's very heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Very heavy. Whew. Very heavy. This isn't fitting. Oh. Okay. Well, would you look at that? My 3 jugs. Oh my gosh. Anyway, whew, that's why I need to be dressed in normal clothes today. But such is life, right? But we are so lucky because we have water. We have a well, but we're just having problems with part of the well, and that's getting fixed. That's part of the construction on the property. Anyway, long and short of this wasp scenario is that yesterday, I don't know what happened, but oh yes, I remember. It was a beautiful, I mean, just so extraordinary full moon. So my son, God bless his soul, he's just such a good boy. He says to me and my husband, Mom, Dad, it's a beautiful moonlight. Are you gonna come out and enjoy it? And I'm like, okay, hon, I will. Just after we're done everything that we needed to do. So we go out to enjoy the moon, and my husband remembers that, oh my gosh, it's nighttime. We can go ahead and now spray the wasps. And I'm like, oh, I remember where the spray is. I remember. So we went and found the spray. Long and short, don't need all those details. Just too much of TMI, too much information. And my husband goes and sprays them. Okay, I don't know if you've ever tried that spray, but It's kind of like ether in terms of like, it's kind of not, kind of looks oily when you spray it on, because you can get two different kinds. You can get the foam or you can get the spray. And we had the spray, we didn't have the foam, so we used whatever we had. I stood at a distance just in case they fly away. But see, at nighttime, what they do is, this thing was so big that these wasps were sleeping on the outside corridor of the entrance. So they were literally, they couldn't fit in. And it was like, okay, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you it was like this big. And so then we wanted to be very careful, because it's night, they don't want to move. They sleep, they literally sleep. So we attacked them in their sleep, which is the first thing that just made me feel so sick to my stomach, that we're killing these pollinators. And because of my safety. Like, out here, if you need to go to the hospital, it's really dodgy. Like, although the hospital itself with the nurses and the caterers are so wonderful, it's like a boutique, but when it comes to doctors, they're not always on site at the emergency. So it's, you really got to be taking care of yourself as much as you can. Anyways, he sprayed them, and I asked him, are they moving? And he said, no, they're not moving. So he sprays the outside. When you spray the outside, I guess it goes in, because it's like a paper. They do it out of, it's a beautiful design. They do it out of paper. They literally make paper out of, I believe it's out of trees. That's what I think it is. They just mash it up in their mouth. It's the infrastructure is absolutely beautiful, and it killed me that we had to do that. Anyway, and not to mention, they had made their nest on weeping tiles that we need to use. So that was yet another reason why we had to do it. Because if they had done it in the trees, I would have never ever touched them. Anyway, so I came closer to just take a look. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I did. The sound that came out of that hive from the inside wrenched me. It gutted me. To this day, today, the next day, I was just so happy that I did not dream about it, because I said to my husband, I'm like, do you hear that? Because it was nighttime, right? Everything was like so quiet, nothing going. He's like, what is it? And I go, it's inside the hive. So they were dying, and they couldn't come out because of the poison that we had sprayed on them. And there was no way out. And my heart sank. I was so upset. I couldn't go to sleep. My husband was trying to soothe me by saying, look, we had to do this. You wouldn't, he was trying to rationalize that I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't right in our side of walking. And if he hadn't seen me get bit so many times because they were just around, he probably would have also conceded to leave it. Because I did negotiate, maybe we should take it off and relocate it. That's what we were kind of thinking of, relocating it. It made me realize that poison, you can't really get away from poison if it's everywhere. And they could not get out. These poor wasps could not get out of their hive. And the loud, buzzing, humming noise that came out, I've never, ever in my life heard something like that. And well, I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted you to know that if there is a possibility that you can not kill these beautiful creatures, yes, they do bite, yes, they're territorial, yes, they're sometimes assholes, we don't understand them, but if you can avoid hurting these pollinators, because at the end of the day they're pollinators. And I said to my husband, I go, look how many pollinators we killed just because I'm allergic to them. And yes, one person is safer, but I have no idea how many hundreds if not thousands of wasps there were in that big nest. So I just wanted to share that with you. And what I really wanted to share with you is to let you know that I'm back in my channel. I'm able to post again, and I'm back to all my millions of viewers. And I'm back on the horse. So just wanted to let you know I'm on the horse in my car, and I've got my water, and I'm going to do some lunch for my boys because they're working really hard. We are so jammed when it comes to this construction. We are literally trying to, beat the weather. Now, I think I've talked about this before, but the effort it takes in order for you to, and the thing is I haven't also been very religious on my posting even before, because things were so crazy busy, and in my other videos I have talked about the fact that when you are being pushed by something, you get crap done, right? So for example, what I meant was, if you are getting pushed by winter, and winter is coming every single year, you are going to get ready, y'all. You're gonna get ready. So, but when you're living in a hot country and it's smoking hot, like I'm telling you, sometimes when I'm working here and it's like we've had plus like almost 40 degrees up north. So yay, Florida's coming. But hello, when we're doing construction, there's no way in hot countries you can sustain working at plus 50. So we developed very differently in terms of humanity, because we don't have the same weather. So I just wanted to say that I'm back on the horse. Things are starting to, well, they're still really busy because we're really trying to beat the weather. And I know this has been like a mashed potato and soup and throw anything else in there kind of video, because it's really about nothing. But the main idea is that I'm back. The main idea is that I am going to be posting properly. And yeah, and I guess that's that. So I hope wherever you are, you're not having technical difficulties like me, and you are enjoying what remains of the summer wherever you are. Unless you're in Australia, then I think you're just coming off of winter or something like that. And honestly, I really truly believe that if we all do our best every day, honestly do our best, yeah, you can have off days, then you move forward, even if it's in tiny increments. So that was my challenge. I am technically so challenged, and for me it was a challenge that I got over, and it really just made me feel good that I could figure something out that I really don't like figuring out. I think all of us don't like figuring out things we don't like to deal with. So I do hope that if you ever stumble, I hope that you don't beat yourself up that you're stumbling, but I hope you make a plan as to get up from that stumble as quickly as possible. That's what I'm reminded of when these things happen. So I gotta get going because I've got to go do a bunch of stuff, and today they are promising rain, so I've got to get on that, get my water in, get my projects done, and then I'll do indoor work a little later. So with that, thanks for coming, thanks for being patient, and mwah.